Alright, everyone's too busy, so I can't teach anyone in person, so I'm just making a video because I feel like teaching. So today will be on vectors, and we'll just do 2D vectors because 3D is going to take way too long to draw. So the diagram looks something like this. Imagine you've got 3 vectors. One that goes from point origin, which is what the O stands for, to point A, and one that goes from point origin up here to point B, and then if we imagine the line there, and we can call that, oh actually, I'll use a different color. We can call that AB. And we have a third line, I'll use purple, it's a pretty color, up here, and that's P, point P, up here. And then label these vectors, so OA, this line here we'll call A, OB we'll call B, and then P we'll call P. Make sense? Now the question is basically saying if this point up here is -4, 3, and this point up here is 2, 7, then using vectors find the point P in terms of x, y that divides the line AB, this green line here, in the ratio 1 to 3. So if you imagine like a chocolate bar or something, if the ratio of bar that's available to C, so pretend this is the wrapper, and then all of this is the wrapper, and you can see there we go. So you break it up into 4 parts. One part is chocolate bar. Sorry, I'm not very proficient with my colors here. There we go. 1 part's chocolate bar, and 3 parts is wrapper. So another way of saying it is it's 1/4, right? Because out of 4 total parts, 1 part chocolate, 3 wrapper. So let's apply that same logic here. That's saying this part here is going to be our 1 part. And then this part here is going to be 3 parts. So if we think about it logically, sorry about the background noise, to get to the point P, we have to travel up, let's use red, we have to travel up A till we get to A, and then we have to travel across by 1 part to get to P, and then that will be our point that we want to end up on, right? Just right here. So let's write that out. Our vector A is called A plus 1 part, which as we said over here is 1/4, 1/4, and that green line that we're traveling up is called AB, equals P, right? So the vector A plus 1/4 of the vector AB, and it's AB, not BA, because we're traveling in this direction from A to B, is equivalent to the vector P, right? This purple line that travels up there. And that line connects to the dot point P which we've established is a quarter up the green line, and therefore, as the question wants, splits it 1 part to 3 part. So now that we've sort of figured out what our question's asking, and we've gone over how we're going to approach the question, we basically just have to do the actual working out for the question. So we've got our equation down here, but let's break it up into what actually is A. So this is our main thing. So we'll go yellow for A. Highlight some area over here. Don't actually need that much working out for this. A equals, and to get to A, we're going up. If we just separate the line, redraw it without all the other stuff, we're going to -4, 3, which means we're going backwards. Okay, this is not proportional at all, but we're going backwards by -4 and up by 3, right? So if we're trying to put it in vector form, we're going backwards 4, so -4, and up by 3. Pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then for our vector AB, this is where it gets a bit more complicated because we haven't been told AB. But I want you to picture a graph here. Let's go to 7, so I'll go to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and on this graph, we've got our point A, which is at -4, 3, so up 3, and then across by 4 in the negative direction, so we end up here. And then we've got our other point B, which is at 2, 7, so I'll just label that. B is at 2, 7, so we go up by 2. Sorry. Across by 2. And up by 7 to a point B. And AB goes here, right? So it's basically saying how far does it have to travel this way, and then how far does it have to travel up. So instead of doing any working out, we can simplify it by just counting, since we've drawn this diagram. So let's go, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sideways, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So AB must be 6, 4. So to get from A to B, we're getting 6 sideways and 4 up, and therefore vector AB is 6, 4, because you write the X on the top and the Y on the bottom. So now that we've established that, we'll label this. I'll label it 1. Sorry, I like using colors. We'll label it 1, and we'll come back to our other working out. So let's just move this out the way, down there, and erase this box. So we sub in, A is -4, 3, plus 1 on 4, and AB we said is 6, 4, equals P, -4, 3. Now to get this fraction away here, we just put it inside the bracket. So 6 on 4, 4 on 4 equals P. Simplify the fractions, -4, 3, plus 3 on 2, 1 equals P, and then actually add them together. P equals -4 plus 3 on 2, and 3 plus 1 equals 5 on 2, because this 3 on 2 here is 1.5. Oh, sorry, -5 on 2. So if you think of -4 plus 1 is -3, -3 plus 0.5 equals -2.5 equals -5 on 2. In case that step confused anyone. And then 4 on the bottom. So P needs to go to -5 on 2, 4. This red point up here, which I'll come label -5 on 2, 4. Bit of a thick pen for that. To split this line in the ratio of 1 part to 3 parts, or in essence go 1/4 of the way up that line. And I hope that makes sense. And yeah, there you go.